Hey everyone, welcome to Exit and Emergency episode 10. I'm Exit Sign 250, and in this video I have a new update to show off that I'm excited about, and I also will be doing some maintenance on an exit sign, which I've never done before in one of these videos, so let's get to it. Starting off in my room, in this location we have an exit sign installed for this video. This is a generic exit sign. It's rebranded by a company called Utilitech, and this was actually my very first exit sign I ever got. Since it was my first ever exit sign, I was a bit rough to it. If we zoom in, there's some scratches on it, the diffuser has some cracks, but I'm very glad it's held up over the years. However, recently I noticed there's a problem with it. When I installed the sign for this video and I gave it a test to make sure it was all working, you can see that it's getting dim really quickly, and it's not supposed to do that. When an exit sign is in battery backup mode or emergency mode, the exit sign needs to be bright like it normally is, but you can see it's getting really dim and it's about to turn off. So that tells me we need to get a new battery for it. But before we replace the battery in this exit sign, I do want to show off some of the other exit signs and emergency lights that I have installed. Above my bedroom door, we have this combo. This is an Astrolight EEU2 exit sign combo. It's a bit strange looking if I'm honest, but I like the looks of it. It has an LED exit sign and the emergency light is incandescent. And something kind of cool with this combo is it has this little path light or door light, and when the exit sign combo is in emergency mode, this little pathway light comes on and lights up a door underneath it or a pathway or whatever else is below it. Let's go ahead and press the test button on it and see what it looks like in emergency mode. See, there's the emergency light on, and there's the neat little pathway light. Something weird with this combo, and I doubt you'll be able to see it on camera, is in real life when I look at the exit sign itself, the lettering is actually flickering very fast on and off. Now, I don't know if that's because this exit sign is used, or that's just how these combos are designed. And you can kind of see it there, it gets really dim and then gets really bright, but in real life it's just flickering. I did buy this combo used. I typically don't like buying exit signs and emergency lights that are used. I like them brand new. But I made the exception with this one because normally I think these are like $150 or something crazy. But I bought this one for the low price of $8. And when it's something like this for $8 when they normally go for like $150, I couldn't pass it up. So since it's used, maybe that's why it's flickering and doing some weird things. Now let's take a look on the inside of the combo. Again, since this one's used, I forgot to mention, but on the side of the exit sign face, you can see it's a bit yellowed, especially on the top of that head. But again, it was $8, so I can't really complain. Something else is the two tabs that you normally get a screwdriver to pop open to get the face off are broken, so you can just lift the faceplate right off. So here's the inside. There's the 6-volt battery. You can see there is the LEDs, and they kind of flickered there. That was just with the camera. In real life, it didn't do that. But again, if I'm looking right at them, they're flickering on and off really quickly. There's the AC connections. And under this cover plate is actually the circuit board that controls the sign. It's kind of weird how they cover it, and I think it kind of blocks some of the light getting to the bottom side of the exit sign faceplate. So kind of a weird design choice on Astrolight. But if you don't know much about Astrolight, they do have a lot of weird exit sign and emergency light designs. Another weird thing with this combo is the arrows on it. You can see that they're very small and they're pushed up to the top of the faceplate. Kind of strange. I don't know why they couldn't have just made it centered with the exit sign lettering like most other exit signs are. You can see the arrow on this sign is centered and it's a bit larger. But I guess Astrolight decided to make them smaller and push them up. Again, that's something else that makes the combo unique, but just kind of weird. Moving on to the other side of my room, we have this emergency light. This is a Lithonia ELM2 3rd generation. It's a part of the 3rd generation of the Quantum line by Lithonia, and I really like the looks of this emergency light, and it's pretty bright and performs well. Go ahead and give it a test, and you can see, yeah, it is pretty bright. So cool emergency light to have. I really like it. I think it looks good over here on this wall. Nothing else really to say about it, but it is a neat little emergency light. I like the design of it. Before we go into emergency mode, I do want to replace the battery in this sign so it'll be fully working when we do the test. This is the replacement battery. It is a 4.8 volt 700 milliamp NiCad battery, and typically they rate batteries and exit signs like this to last around 10 years, and I think I've had this exit sign maybe 8 years, so it doesn't surprise me that the original battery in this sign is starting to wear out. But we'll go ahead and fix that by putting in the new battery. Okay, let's replace the battery. So the first step, we're going to remove the face plate of this sign, if I can get the screwdriver in. And we'll remove it. And while we're in here, I'll show off the inside of the sign. So there's the LED board. And you can see there's some LEDs that aren't working, and that is because there's a dip switch where you can change the sign to red. But I've always liked it on green, so I'm going to leave it on green. There's the transformer, and here's the battery. Usually when you're servicing exit signs and emergency lights, you want to turn off the power to them so you don't get accidentally shocked. But I've been doing this for a while, and I know what to do and what not to touch, so I'm going to leave the power on. So first I'm going to unplug the battery from the circuit board, and then we're going to see if we can remove it. It might fight with us. Nope, there we go. Here's the new battery. We'll slide back into place. We'll feed the wires to the side of it and then plug in the connector back into the board and tuck the other wires in. Now that the new battery's in place, we'll go ahead and test the sign, and it looks like it's running good. So we will get the face plate and try to snap it on. Again, this is kind of hard one-handed. There we go. And the sign is back up and running. We are now in emergency mode, and you can see the generic sign is working great with the new battery that's installed, and I'm glad to see it's functioning like it should. Moving on to the Astrolight combo, it's doing okay. It's not really the brightest thing since, again, there's no reflectors, but it's okay. You can see the pathway doorway light is actually lighting up the door quite nicely, and then the two emergency light heads take over and light up the rest of the space. It's not really bright, but it's okay, and I have both the heads adjusted just to kind of point in this general area. But yeah, on the other side of my room, it's a different story. It's really bright over here thanks to the ELM2. The left head is just pointed down right here. The right head points over here, and this side of my room is really bright. Looks good. It's working great. And I can see over here, and then we'll walk this way where the Astrolight combo takes over and lights the way up to the door, which I can see to get out. Well, that's everything in my bedroom. Let's go ahead and move on to the next room where I do have a change to show off. Moving on to the next room, I have this exit sign combo. More on it in a second. I just want to show off the change that I've done to this location. And you might already be able to tell what I did, but if not, I'll tell you. So I decided to remove the wire mold that goes to this exit sign spot, and it used to run up the wall, across the ceiling to this area. But I got sick of seeing that, so I decided to flush mount this exit sign location. I cut a hole in the ceiling and installed the proper electrical box or back box, and now this exit sign spot is hardwired in, and I think it looks great. It looks like a real install you would see in a building. The only thing left I have to do is just patch up the ceiling and make it look nice again, but after that, I think it'll look really great in here. But I think it looks cool either way. I like to see no wire mold and a flush mount exit sign, so it looks good. Now back to the exit sign. So this is an exit sign combo, but it might not look like it. This is called a light pipe exit sign combo. It's not like a traditional combo you may see where you have two emergency light heads on the side or the top. This one, it's built into the actual exit sign itself. Here's the emergency light. It's like a light pipe or light bar. There's an LED strip on the inside with a bunch of different LEDs that'll shine brightly. This particular exit sign is actually generic. It's produced by a company called Jimming in China. They're one of the biggest generic exit sign and emergency light manufacturers out there. And this light pipe combo is rebranded by a bunch of companies. Lithonia is one of them, but this particular combo is rebranded by a company called Exitronix, and they call this the Revolution series. Even though it is generic, I think it looks great, and it actually is decent quality. We'll go ahead and press the test button, and you can see it's really bright. Something I didn't know about these combos when I first started seeing them is you can actually adjust the light pipe down here. I thought they were in a fixed position like a non-adjustable or fixed emergency light, but if we look to the side underneath the AC light and test button, there's this little adjustment screw, and if you turn it, you can position the angle of the light strip. I currently have the light pipe angled downward and pointing to the middle of the room, and when we go into emergency mode, you'll be surprised that this combo lights up the entire room. This particular model of combo has a feature called expanded runtime and remote capability. That basically means this combo will either last longer in a power outage, or you can connect some remote heads to it. I currently have it set up just to last longer in a power outage. Let's go ahead and take a look on the inside of the combo. I went ahead and snapped off the snaps so it would be easier for me to remove the faceplate. And here's the inside. Here are the LEDs that light up the exit sign itself. You can see there's one battery here and another battery over here. The reason there's two batteries is because, again, this has an expanded runtime and can power remote heads. It needs the extra battery to help out. Here's the actual light pipe emergency light right here. And there's a transformer back there and some of the other wiring connections. We are now in emergency mode, and the light pipe combo is really bright. Like I mentioned earlier, it lights up this entire room. I wasn't over exaggerating. It literally is lighting up this whole room, which is crazy. And even back over here where it's not even pointed at. I think this combo is lighting up this room better than some of my adjustable combos, which is kind of crazy. I think this combo would be best in areas where it's not installed too high up on the wall or on the ceiling. I think if it's installed at a height like this, it'd be pretty good because it's obviously doing a good job. So yeah, really nice. Anyways, I think that about does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of this light pipe combo and some of the other units you saw in this video. Well, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in another video.